already know this is going to be pretty much a very, very light load in here because that is how this whole YouTube thing works. People skip from one place to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And I know who was just live, so thank you very much, asshole, for going live. I just said that out loud. Too bad. So I haven't been on here in a really long time. 9 days, I don't know. It's been a while. I'm just kind of struggling a little bit these days. So that's neither here nor there. I'm not in here crying about not going to do anything. Nothing like that. It's just, it's been a rough. 2022 sucks. Put it that way. Okay, well, I have a huge, huge crowd in here listening, just as I expected. Thanks, guys. And you, bye, guys. You know who I'm talking to. All right. So I am just now getting to Mama June. I'm also going to start covering Real Housewives because, well, A, I love the show, and B, it's disastrous. That's what we're here for, right? Because that's why everybody else is in the other room. Because there's drama. I think my dog's trying to come in on me. Well, first and foremost, I hope everybody had a really good 4th of July because it was a weird one with all the stuff that happened here in the United States. You know, I know y'all know what I'm talking about, the incidents that was horrible. It just was, this has not been a good year. I don't know how y'all feel, but this has not been a good year for me personally, and I think for a lot of people. I will go ahead and start with the show. Okay, well, every single episode I watch makes it harder and harder for me to even try to like June. Even a little bit. I can't. I love the family, minus June. And whatever his name is, Justin. But I really respect the amount of hard work and love and attention that Pumpkin has put into the family dynamic. So we'll start with that. Well, first we started with Alana talking to Dr. Ish, who I happen to think is pretty cool. I like him. That is my chair squeaking. I apologize for that noise. It's not me. I'm old, but I'm not that old. I thought this was pretty sad. And y'all, these are a little bit blurry because I took the screenshots from I watched it on TV, but then I took the screenshots from watching it on actual YouTube. It just was easier for me. I've been, like I said, struggling. So if y'all remember, they did used to be close. Her and her mother and her sisters. I mean, they did have a close relationship at one time, and that's how she remembers it. And it really breaks my heart to know that this teenage girl is having to try and be grown up because the grown up who's supposed to be in her life can't do it. They just can't grow up. They can't get their shit together, basically. Which I don't think she ever will. I'm glad she's sober. I hope she's sober. She says she is. I don't know. She lies about a lot of stuff. So I do hope she's sober. I hope she stays that way. But I just don't have a lot of hope for her. When it comes to June, I don't have hope. I don't hold out. I don't hold my breath. But I do really think a lot of Alana. I don't know if y'all know this, but she's been accepted into early college courses. She's doing extremely well in school. And I got to admit, with everything that's going on in her life, kudos to this kid. Okay? She is almost 17. I think she turns 17 next month. And, we know she has a boyfriend, which we will get into later. Um, but see, even she says she's messed it up so much. She's messed up the relationship. She knows her mother has just completely ruined everything that they had as far as the family goes. It's it's ruined. In her mind, it's done. It's over. Like, I don't think June can ever get these girls back like she had them before. That's not going to happen. That dynamic is gone. It's over. Finished. Like, I can sort of relate to that. It's very hard, though, because when you have a certain relationship with someone, and especially someone in your family, and then it changes so drastically, like, and I'm sure this was not overnight. They made it look that way on the show, but I'm sure this was an ongoing thing. um, it's hard because the other person doesn't care if they deal with it or not. But the people who are left in the aftermath have to deal with it. They don't have a choice because they're not doing the substances. They're not out there messing themselves up and blowing all their money and selling their house and blowing all that money. And it just was, y'all know the mess. You know the mess behind this whole story. So kudos to Alana because I think she's a very grown up young lady. And I think that as a matter of fact, right here, even Dr. Ish says, in a lot of ways, you act more mature than she does. She does act more mature because she is more mature, which is kind of like, all right, I have to agree with that. She's a very mature young lady. I just don't like it when a child has to grow up quickly because they don't really have any other choice. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's right, but that's, I guess, just the way it goes in some families. Some families are just an effed up mess, period. So he continues on with Alana. I really didn't see her cry. If she did, they didn't really show it. I mean, you could tell she had some stuff on her mind, but I thought she would handle that conversation with Dr. Ish very well. I'm sure we only saw bits and pieces, which I'm fine with that. And excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, and this is where she talks about how her mother dates guys who think very little of her. He was spot on. Has Mama June ever dated a man that gives two squats about her? I mean, honestly, no. Um, yeah, unfortunately, I know that feeling too sometimes. But yeah, I liked this combination here, this talk with Dr. Ish and the families and whatnot. I thought it was very Eileen, hello. You'll be happy to know, Eileen, I am having a glass of wine. And I don't care what anybody thinks about it. What do you think about that? I'm having a day. I'm having a weekend. I'm having a whole entire messy year. So it happens though, right? Hence the reason I cover messy shows. Yes, ma'am. That is my girl. I am starting early. It's only 2:30, and for those who judge, get the F out because I don't care. I'm just playing. No, this was a good episode. I like this Dr. Ish thing. I really like him. He's a good guy. He knows how to pull a lot out of people. Do I want to prove to him why he should love me, right? Yes. So this I find interesting, the conversation. Hello, SM. I've got them all recorded. I need to catch up. Oh, yes, you do, Eileen. You need to catch up, girl. I didn't cover the last episode because I'll be honest with you, the biggest portion of the last episode was that good old Mama June came in, to the party, and she's been out and about and not wearing a mask, not taking precautions. And what did she do? Gave the whole family COVID. Am I allowed to say that on here? Watch them ban me for that. They'll probably slap me on the wrist or something. Wait, you remember? Oh, you remember Dr. Ish from before? Yeah, I like Dr. Ish. Dr. Ish was originally on, I don't remember the original show. I know. I agree, Eileen. I know. I agree. But however, if you actually watched, and this is not a saying I'm okay with it. When you watch the show, he seems to be a little bit less mature, and she's more mature. It's almost like maturity level. They're almost on the same level. Did I just use level 3 times? Wavelength. We'll put it that way. Y'all, if my face looks puffy, it's because it is. I don't know what is going on. All the drama is getting to me. Reporting you now. Cheers. Don't tell them I'm drinking alcohol. It's seltzer water. See? I'm going to show y'all, like some people like to show things. Here you go. Did you see it? Nope, you didn't see it, dude. I didn't think so. People that watch this who don't like normally come in here and know me are going to be like, could you shut up already about what's in that cup? Oh my goodness. You can do whatever you want to do. That's right. I know I'm up against a big live right now, too. I'm always up against a big live. It's like I could go live at 3 a.m. in the morning and nobody would be live. Not one person. But guarantee you, if I go live, boom. 4 or 5 people are going to go live. So I just have to accept it and go on with it. I just don't give a rat's ass anymore. I'm tired of caring. So the next conversation was had with poor Jessica. Oh my God. I really felt sorry for her, y'all, because this girl, her mother went out and pawned her car, which I don't really know how you do that. I guess you give them the title and they give you like cash for it. And then if you don't go and pay it off, then they get to keep the car. Oh, Eileen. Starts with a J. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not mad at her. I knew she was going to go live. That's okay. I knew that was going to happen because somebody just did a live on Instagram and had to just talk a whole bunch of crap. So as far as Jessica goes, I felt bad for her because, she tells them one story and they get another story from the tabloids, which have proven to be right almost every time. I am too, Eileen. I'm very scattered, in case you have not noticed. I would imagine anybody who rewatches this, I'm going to apologize ahead of time or like now, 13 months into it. It's just been a rough few days. And not because I've been drinking, okay? This conversation, watching her talk to Dr. Ish, was really hard. Wow, these pictures come out really blurry when I try to take screenshots from the ghetto YouTube. But I felt really bad for her, though. This girl has been through it. Here comes my dog. She's coming in to say hi. Hi, baby. Oh, she's going to come sit down next to me. That's my little buddy right there. That's my live buddy. I mean, but if Dr. Ish can do anything, he can sure enough pull the tears out of people. Because this girl went in there thinking, no big deal, I'm not going to open up, blah, blah, blah. But she did, and I'm glad that she did because I think she needed it. I think that helps. Excuse me, y'all. I am really struggling with this dry throat. Apparently, I need to have a drink of something. Hopefully this mouse will work now. We'll find out. Hold on. Is it not working? Seriously? Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ha! All right. Struggling today. So they got their little conversation over what she's really stepped up. When June was. Yes, exactly. Have whiskey? I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Does that mean have whiskey? I need to, don't I? God knows I have earned it. I have definitely earned it. Yeah, I'm just curious now what okay, so anyway, I feel so bad because I'm so scattered in this live, and I feel bad for whoever's going to watch it who's not like the regulars in here who don't know that I'm like every which way, you know. After the conversation with Dr. Ish and Jessica, then he has Pumpkin and Josh come up. And oh my God, let me just say, Josh broke my heart. The boy broke my heart. Can people make any more loud noises in this house right now? Seriously. Let's try harder, okay? There's a whole separate building outside that's about to become mine any minute. See, this should tell you a lot right here, Eileen, about what actually happened. And if you see the look on his face, I don't blame him. The baby was pretty much a newborn, little Bentley. He was on a breathing machine because he had such a hard time with COVID. Plus, hello, Josh ended up in the ER. Like, he got really sick. Well, he's mad, girl. He's mad, and he needs to be mad about that because that's not right. Giving those babies, COVID and not paying attention to what you're doing when you come into there, like just living my life. I'm just gonna bebop on in here and destroy everything. Seems so familiar, but it's one thing, and he got really sick. It's one thing to give a grown-up COVID, but babies don't have any immune system. So that baby really had it bad. It was sad. Honestly, it broke my heart. Here's a shocker. June has caused a lot of stress. Not only with him, but in their marriage. Are you surprised? I'm sure nobody's surprised by that. She causes me stress, and I don't even live with her. I don't even have to see this woman, and she causes me stress. So there's that. And she brings that big heap of chaos. I like the way Dr. Ish says. The big heap. It's a big old heap of chaos. It seems like I'm pretty familiar with that too. Chaos everywhere. So it was a lot for 19. Yes, you're right. And do you know now? I don't know if you watched last week, the last time I covered this, that she has since had twins. So now they have 4 babies under the age of 4. And then they have Alana, who is going to be 17. And then the other sister, who, she's in her 20s as well. Early 20s, maybe? I don't recall her age. But, yeah, there's a house full of them. And just so you know, this house that they're in, that they show on the show, is not their house. That is I don't know if they rented it out or what the deal was there, but it's a staged home. It's not their house. They don't live there. I actually have screenshots, pictures that were taken of Josh with Bentley on his chest. And if you look in the background, you can completely tell that is most definitely their house. No offense to Pumpkin, but the house is messy like it used to be. And I know a trailer or a double wide from anywhere, and I just realized how that sounds. I know them because I've been in a lot. I've been in a lot of them. Great, I'm just not doing myself any favors today. It doesn't matter. You know what? Double wides are actually pretty nice these days. But I can tell that she's in one or the other because they have little strips in between. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Hold on, I'll take this up. You know how the little strips are in between the pieces of whatever's on the wall? That's what I'm seeing in the background. I'll actually share it. Yeah. But can you imagine, though? I don't know how big it is. I know double wides can be pretty sizable, but to have 4 little ones, a teenager, and 3 grown-ups in it, that's got to be rough, man. Real rough. I couldn't do it. I'd just be like, I'm out. And I hope that she got some sort of birth control because, granted, she's a very good mother. She's the queen of my double wide. I have actually lived in a double wide before. To be honest, it was nicer than some houses that I've lived in. That thing was nice. It had like a vaulted ceiling. You didn't know going into it. It was even a double wide. Um, well, for two reasons. Uh, One is because we put sheetrock up. So in the inside of it, it looked exactly, it was a house. It was much stronger than a double wide, but still, they are pretty nice. They've come a long way. I'll put it like that. However, I have since seen, since we're going to talk about Alana's little boyfriend here later, I've seen her on a live on TikTok with him in the background, and he's cooking a meal, and they're just having a big old time. So I don't know. I know the age difference is you don't you've already made it clear you're not down with the age difference thing, but I don't know. I'm a little more okay with it than I was to be in the beginning. Now that I see him, I don't know. I think he treats her really well, and you know what? Yes, they are really nice. I haven't been in one in forever, but maybe I should go buy me one and set it up on a piece of land somewhere out in the country. I like being out in the country. I've lived out in the country before. It's very disturbing. One time as a matter of fact, the one time I did live in a double wide, it got robbed. I think I know who did it though. Isn't that sad? That you used to, when I hung out with people who I know who did it. I'm pretty sure I know. They had a little, speak of substance problem, they had a little substance issue. See, but that's what people do when they have substance problems. They do illegal shit, like break into people's homes and make them feel unsafe. That was disturbing. I've been through a lot, y'all. I'm not here to talk about me, though. I'm here to talk about these folks. So I did like how it seemed like, okay, I know what this conversation is about right here. Hold on. Does this say it right here? The heap of chaos? Okay. This conversation they're having right now is one where he's essentially saying, he said, y'all don't have a problem, y'all have a June problem, which is right. June is the main problem in their relationship. I absolutely 100% agree with that. They did come to an understanding, I love you too. Clearly they came to an understanding because 9 months later they had twins. So I know, right, Eileen? Let's do it. I'm all for it. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I'm sick of the heat. I'm done with it. But where was I going with that? Oh my God. Whoever rewatches this is going to be like, girl, get it together next time. I'm trying here. Totally forgot where my mind was going with this whole conversation. Oh, I know where I was going. Okay. He was talking about essentially cutting the mother out of their lives. That's a kind of that's a touchy subject because you can't. Well, you can cut a family member out. It's hard. It's really, really hard. Even if they are doing bad things, even if they are screwing up their life and yours, it's really hard to do. Because I can agree with her. She said, look, I can't completely cut her out of my life. I just can't do it. I get it. However, people like Mama June make it really easy to cut her out of your life because she's consistently letting them down. She's always going to be that person that is very unhealthy for their family and their relationships. And to me, I don't know, if I had a mom like that, I'd be like, later. I've got my own life going. I'm doing my own thing. I don't care. You just have to say, I don't care anymore, which is kind of sad because you do care, but you try not to. You try not to care. It's hard. I'll just say that. That's really hard. See, even she says it's very hard to just write her out of the picture. I get that. I get that. More than I'd like to admit. I get it. Um, but it does make me feel, wow, I'm never going to do screenshots from the internet again because they came out really bad. Sorry, y'all. Mm, I think as time goes on, and now that I know, I don't know if y'all know this information or not. I don't know if I said it on the last live or not regarding the show, but Pumpkin, and you can see in, well, I guess I'm just going to tell y'all the future before it gets here. But Pumpkin, I am so sorry, y'all. I meant to put the mute on, I didn't. How she has custody of Alana. Like, they went to court. They're getting ready to go to court. It shows on the next episode. They're getting ready to go fight this because she's like, Mama June. Well, you know what? Before I get to that, let me finish showing y'all the rest of this. So I thought that this was really cute. There's a conversation being had downstairs while Dr. Ish is upstairs with Pumpkin and Josh. They did do a little group hug. I really like that. And then they're talking about Pumpkin or Alana's boyfriend, and we call her Alana. We don't call her Honey Boo Boo anymore. Hello, Patricia. I am going to apologize in advance for this live, Patricia, because it is the most screwed up, scattered live, just like my head and my body and my life on the entire earth. So I apologize for that in advance. But yeah, she's probably right about this. I'm trying to figure out why Jessica doesn't have a boyfriend either. Maybe she doesn't like boys? I don't know. I mean, I don't care. It's just very odd to me. Just listening while working. Ah, well, thank you for saying hello, because I miss you. You're a sweetheart. Those of you who don't know Patricia, she has been around since the beginning of days. Since the beginning of the Dom After Dark days. Those were fun times. They were less stress. We laughed. We had fun. Hello, Sarah Z. I mean, it was a blast. I don't think we're ever going to get back to that. I'll be honest. For Instagram or YouTube, either one. I just don't ever see us going back to that. Everybody is so in tuned and adapted to. Thank you, Sarah. I'm trying. I've been better. Everybody's so adapted to the hate and the drama that if there ever comes a time, and I have kept my channel very low drama. We did have a lot of fun, Patricia. I have very, very little drama on my channel. So you know what? I'm going to say this for the people in the back who just said on an Instagram live, and I'm trying not to get hateful about it, that pretty much everybody on YouTube that does anything rode off their coattail. Not me, honey. I didn't ride off your damn coattail. I never got anything from any of y'all, except for one person helped me. And I say thank you to that person. And y'all know who she is because she helped me get monetized. But for that one person who just said that every YouTuber who comes on and we're all kind of in the same circle got where they are, monetized or whatever, because of him, no, sir, that is incorrect. You didn't give me shit but a hard way to go. Period. End of story. As a matter of fact, I think after this live, I might do a live of my own, because I've just about had enough of it. Sorry, I'm having a moment. I tell you, this is probably a bad time to do a live about a show, but I liked this. I thought this was sweet. They did a whole big family hug. Look at Josh's face. Like, he really seems to be involved and happy. You know what I mean? Now, I know he wasn't meaning me, Mother Teresa, because I didn't get shit from him. The only thing I got was one less friendship. That's all I got. Well, and many others. Thanks to everybody taking one side to the next. It's just a whole bunch of bull crap. I don't even care. Like, I do what I want. I go where I want. I am who I am. See, that's the one thing that I can always say. I've been true to myself since day one. I did not start my channel to talk shit about people, other than people on reality shows. Did not start my channel to talk about one particular person who is so paranoid that she started her channel just to talk about me. That's funny because I've never even said your name. I'm definitely going live after this. So, okay. Guess who moves down the street? Because like drama isn't enough. And I swear there are people that if they moved down the street from me right now, I would pack my shit and go. I would leave the state. I'm not even lying. Like, no. I think this was a production thing. I really think it was a production thing. I feel like it was a huge setup. Y'all, I apologize. I'm having a moment with my throat. I think it was a setup. So, essentially, they're saying 1 week later, June informs production she and Justin are moving into a trailer down the road from Pumpkin and Josh's house. Literally 2 miles, y'all. Or so they say. Exactly, Sarah Z. It most certainly is. It most certainly is. And I'm getting tired of it, I'll be honest. Because I've been out here on my own, and I have been hustling and doing my thing. And I never asked a damn soul for help. If I got help, it's very much appreciated. I did not ask for it. I never said, oh, please be my friend. Please call out my name. I didn't do that. And I don't think other people did that either. So I think some people need to get their facts straight. Anyway, speaking of facts, so facts supposedly is that June and Justin, and if y'all don't know who Justin is her current husband. Well, actually, her only husband. I don't know if y'all know this. Wait a minute. Wait before I spill out something that could be wrong. I don't think June has ever been officially married. I could be wrong. Ever been married? And apparently everybody else is asking that too. I hate to give misinformation. I don't think she has. I think this is her first official marriage. She was not married to Sugar Bear. Just so y'all know. They were not married. Not officially. So here's the next little clip. It says producers meet up with June to film the movie, the move-in on their phones. Well, see, that's the other thing that gives me like, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying what they're trying to sell. When you see the place, you'll understand what I mean. I hope that I got a good enough screenshot of it. But first of all, it's a little convenient that it just happened to be empty 2 miles down the street. And these girls drive up and down that street daily and have never seen it. Like, are you kidding me? How have you not ever seen this place before? If there's one thing I know about living out in the country, which is where they live, when you drive down the street, you pay attention to everybody's houses. You know who lives where and who does what and who to borrow the sugar from or the milk or the whatever, because you're out in the country. It was very set up. I mean, I get it. Part of it has to be kind of set up. They do that for drama and whatnot. That's what I thought. Thank you, Angel. That's what I thought. Definitely production. It was not good either. It was really not good. But before that happened, I did. So I know y'all, a lot of y'all don't like this dating situation with, his name's Draylon. Okay, we'll just say his name. But this is Alana's. Look what Josh said to him, y'all. I swear to God, this is going to be me. Kid, go ahead, start dating. Because the minute you do, that's going to be me, standing at the door giving you that look. He might be smiling, but deep down he's saying, I'm a take you down. if you mess with, well, his daughter, technically. He's raising her as his daughter. So, yeah. Sarah, I see what you wrote. It's making me look at it for review. I think it's because it has the F-bomb in it. I gotta admit, she does say some stuff that really makes me laugh, though, because I know you're talking about. Yes, Angel, I see what you wrote. That's right. I don't know. Josh is being a really good father figure to Alana. And here's the other thing, and this much I know from experience. Believe it or not, I have an older child. And the minute you tell them, don't do it, oh, honey, they are going to find a way. Anyway, it doesn't matter how, but they will find a way to do it. That's all right. Actually, Sarah, so do I, but my channel is now monetized, so I try to avoid it. However, I have noticed that a lot of people who are monetized do drop a lot of F-bombs. That, and sometimes my mom watches these, and I'm like, she doesn't like that word. I like to be respectful of my mother, unlike some people. Doesn't mean I always was. Well, yeah, I actually was. I wasn't an asshole when I was a kid. Oh, look here. Now we got Mama June bombing us with I'm going to tell the girls I'm here in Georgia. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah, Mama June, because they're going to love that news. And here's the other thing I know that this is set up by production. Because if y'all recall, on not this last episode, but the one before it, or actually the one where they went to LA, Pumpkin set up a locator so that she can see June's location no matter where she goes. Thank you, Sarah. She can see wherever she goes. So you would think at some point, because they mostly get their information from tabloids and whatnot, that she would be like, hold on. Looks like my mama's 2 miles down the street. Because trust me, location works. Unless she turns it off, which, you know, shiesty little teenagers have been known to do. But I'm like, how did you not recognize? And you can, I'm not sure, but I feel like you can even set up location alerts. Like if they, you know, go, say, to another city or to another state, because she was in Alabama, remember? Wouldn't it alert her that she's like, I don't know if that's true or not. I've never tried that. I would never, because mine would be alerting me all the time. It would drive me crazy. I'm glad that you have a good heart, Sarah. I tried. I have a good heart. I just don't have I just have a bad temper sometimes. It's quick. I have a quick temper. I get upset easily. Normally it goes away easily, but it depends on what you do to piss me off. Because if you really piss me off, probably not going to get over it real quick. So I thought this was interesting. Okay, so they're talking about... Uh-oh, my pictures are all screwed up. And the reason I know that is because I was just talking about the date. Okay, we're going to go into the date because that was first. Hold on. So they went and did this thing. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this because I've never heard of it. Alana and Draylon went and did this thing called Fowling. Have y'all ever heard of that? Fowling. It is football and bowling combined. You throw a football at pins and try to knock them down. Well, they're eating and having a nice conversation, a little date, and Josh is blowing up the phone. She doesn't answer it. Bad move, girl. I can tell you from being a mama of a teenager, if you don't answer that phone, I will hunt you down. I will literally hunt you down, which is what happened. He called the place, which I also feel like was a total setup, and had them essentially call out Alana's name and say that she needs to check her phone. I was like, okie dokie. Well, they're at the end of their date, and, you know, because he's like, we should go now. He didn't want to get in trouble with Josh. I think right here. Yeah, he thought 10:30 didn't sound bad until he started realizing how late it was. I was laughing about that because he goes, 10:30 didn't sound so bad. But then when the kiddo's still out and it's dark, he's like, I don't like this. So they hightailed it on out of there. These two, they left. Here's their kiss. I did not catch it because I was watching it, like I said, on YouTube, and I couldn't get, I couldn't stop it without it giving me a weird screen. But they did get a little bit of a kiss. It was just a quick one, just a very quick kiss on the lips. She was very excited by it. Typical teenager. I mean, come on. When you're a teenager and it's young love, I'm not gonna hate on it. I can't really hate on it. Because to be honest, if I could go back to young love, I'd go back there in a heartbeat. Because it's way less complicated than this grown up bullshit. Because I'm not too fond of it. Yeah, it's messy. So you had these two fools. Okay, what bothered me about this particular scene, and you can't tell it by this picture, but here is, I guess, the bedroom of the double wide that Mama June has now moved into 2 miles down the street from her family, who they don't know about because they don't ever check the location. And somebody asks from production, I forget what the question was because I didn't have captions on at this point, some sort of a question, and Mama June goes, but, well, we love each other. And I thought, but you've known him like a month? She says she's known him longer. I'm not buying it. To be honest, I think she's known the guy a month. He didn't really respond to that with the same reaction. Oh, I know. He's disgusting. I just said that out loud. Dude, you have no teeth. Well, he does now because she went and bought him some. If y'all follow him on Instagram, he has teeth. But I swear, if this is not a junior sugar bear, and what's funny is at the very end, even Pumpkin said that. Why does he look like Sugar Bear? This is an odd and very uncomfortable scene right here because she's saying, I love you. He's saying, oh, things are moving a little too fast. As a matter of fact, when she asked him to move in, he was like, things are moving a little too fast. She is definitely legally blind. That's why she doesn't drive or anything. Which, God, we don't want her out there driving. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetie. My little puppy's right down by my feet, y'all. She's so cute. That's my buddy. So between this little uncomfortable situation between Mama June and Justin, there we go. The next day comes along, and this is kind of mean. Okay, if y'all look right here in this picture, look very closely. I know it's a little blurry, but Josh is holding baby Bentley, okay? And if you look, Bentley is almost sitting up by himself. He's not a newborn at this point, okay? I know they're saying that he's a newborn. He is still a very tiny baby. But he's tiny, and he's not that young. And the reason I know why is because if you look at Pumpkin, you can tell in this picture that she is already pregnant. Now, she's not a small girl anyway, and she carries her weight probably mostly in the middle. But I can tell you right now that when I saw this particular shot, I said, oh, that's a baby belly. It's different between a baby belly and a food belly. Trust me when I say it's different. I have been there. I know Pumpkin is amazing. I love her. I think she's great. She's kind of a badass, honestly. I mean, considering her age and all that. But they were kind of picking on they were picking on Alana at this point. Because, he said, oh, she wouldn't answer her phone. So I called down there and, made them like essentially let her know that I'm looking for her. And she goes, how embarrassing, Boo. And then she said, I think it's hilarious. They call each other Boo. It's kind of funny. And then, of course, then he spilled the beans that there was a little tiny peck on the lips. So, of course, Pumpkin wants to know, are you spilling tea? Which she just kind of ran off and went, no, I don't think so. I don't know why my pictures always do this. I always get so backwards, y'all. I'm so sorry. Probably had something to do with internet not being great. Y'all know about the internet not being great, right? We've been hearing that complaint all week long. I'm so glad I paid for it. But I thought this was kind of cute. They gave her a whole lot of crap about being kissed. Right here, as you can see, they were sort of egging it on. It really was. I'll be honest. It really was an innocent kiss. Like I didn't think anything of it. Like it was just sort of that was it, done. Now, if they had an actual kiss that we just didn't get shown on production because people are a little weird about the age thing, I didn't see it. They didn't show it, I should say. Shows almost like a year. Yes. Oh yeah, because the babies that she just gave birth to are, let's see, they were born in May. We're now in July. They're like 6 weeks, 8 weeks old. That's crazy. Like, y'all, she barely waited long enough for that. She probably didn't wait for that 6 week mark. That's my guess. Don't do that. Just so y'all know, anybody that watches this, you have a baby. If you're gonna do the thing before the 6 weeks is up afterwards, you better get protection, because that is prime time for you to get pregnant. Because as ladies know, cervix is not completely closed. That's why they tell you don't do the deed until 6 weeks after you have child, because of that reason. Because those little swimmers have just no problem getting right up in there, which they clearly did not. I didn't know there were twins in the family, though. I wonder whose side, because I don't think she has any twins on her side of the family, so somebody does. And we know they didn't do any sort of IVF or anything like that. At least I don't think so. No, she's only 22. I wouldn't think so. So you have, the family just kind of hanging out, doing their thing. This would be Josh's face when Pumpkin does, we're going to do some investigating and go down the street and find out exactly what it is my mama is up to. And I don't blame her, because I would want to know too. However, I swear this felt all so forced to me. I had a hard time with this whole section of the show, because I really think it was just completely forced. Okay, here's where Justin is going, oh, you know what? We need to have your family over. I want to meet the girls. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you don't even have a table in your house yet. There's no bed. There's no nothing. There's barely any furniture, y'all. That's why that's why I know that production did this. There's no furniture. There's nothing. You want to have people over, but they don't even have a place to sit. There's not even a sofa. Like, what are you talking about? Fool with no teeth? I would not invite people over to my place either like that, unless they want to come over and help me move. Come on. Bring your happy hands on over here and help me move, because that's exactly what would happen. I would put your ass to work. Okay, this annoyed me, because she said if they are going to accept me, they're gonna have to accept Justin. No, bitch. Let me tell you something, Miss June. They don't have to accept you, and they sure as hell don't have to accept some dude they don't know. Some little sugar bear wannabe. They do not have to accept this guy. This is where I have a problem with June and her smart ass mouth and the way that she thinks. Because she does think that everybody essentially needs to bow down, do what June likes, do what June asks, do what June says. No, honey, they're living their own life. You're living yours. You are clearly trying to make up for all that crap you didn't do as a teenager, which, God forbid, if y'all tell a freaking teenager, I don't know if you've noticed this, hey, you know what? I'm trying to tell you not to do certain things so that you don't F up the rest of your life. Simple as that. Where do those words go? Because y'all know where they go. In this ear and out of this one. Right over the head. Just like, did you say something to me? No, I didn't think so. Okay. I'll get off my soapbox for a minute. Not for long, though. Yes, that was so fake. That's, do you know they got married though, Sarah? They actually got married. That's what kind of blows my mind. Like, did she sort of bully him into it? Because she is kind of a bully. I will be honest. I think June is kind of a bully. I think she pushes and pushes and pushes people until they just finally go, whatever, I give up. Because if I had to deal with her, I'd do the same thing. Like, whatever, just to shut you up, get out of my life. So Pumpkin and Jessica make their way down to set. Wait, it was before that one. See, even Dummy here says, you do have my location on my phone at all times. Yes, she does. So that part never, we know that part never made any sense. That's what I think. I think, you know what? That's interesting that you say that, Sarah. Because I had someone that I was very close to that was given an ultimatum. So that person married that other person because it was either marry me or get the hell out of my life. And he did, I guess, wasn't ready to get out of that person's life. And so I ended up with the stepmother from hell. That was fun. Yep, I just told that information, didn't I? I just, this bugged me. This whole thing bugged me. Also, this trailer, double wide, whatever, just looks like it was just thrown out there in the middle of the damn country on a piece of land. Because didn't it look kind of new to y'all? It looked new to me. I didn't really get pictures of the inside of it very well. There were pictures of the inside. I did not get screenshots from my actual TV, but it looked to me like it was brand new. And if you look at actually where she's standing right there, that little porch area or wherever she's standing, the wood is new. So this whole thing, man, they must have went to a lot of trouble to get this double wide out in the middle of the dang country to be like, let's make up this storyline that doesn't even add up. But this is, before she said, and sorry, her face is covered. Before she said, why does he look like Sugar Bear? Every time I heard her say that, I died laughing. But I will say this: before she said that, she goes, "I don't understand." Essentially, she's kind of getting on her case as to why didn't you tell us you were here? Why didn't you tell us you were moving so closely to us? Blah blah blah. That's not how Mama June rolls, and y'all know it. And I still am having a very hard time buying that she just all of a sudden contacted production and said, here, I'm not buying it. I watch too much reality TV and I'm starting to dissect everything on every show. Just like I will be honest with y'all. I watched Chrisley Knows Best yesterday and I like the show. I think it's funny. It's entertaining. But now, anything I see that has to do with money, because any of y'all that know what really took place there, like they just got found guilty for a whole lot of stuff, tax evasion and everything else. Now I'm like, oh, I know why they're moving. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing real about reality TV anymore. It's just all made up bullshit. Yes. Yes. I thought I had that screenshot, but I didn't. Y'all excuse my nails. They haven't been done in ages. Um, yes, where his teeth is. No, she said it on this week's, but I'm sure I'm sure it will be on next week's as well, because they will start off with where they finished this week. He did get teeth. I'm not even lying, y'all. I'm about ready to upload a picture so y'all can see a current picture. He did get teeth. Now I'm sure that they were like, false teeth or whatever. I don't even care, as long as the man has some teeth in his head. I don't give a damn where they came from. If he bought them at the Walmart down the street, I'm fine with that. Get your teeth from wherever. put your teeth in your head, okay? Because you don't look right. Some people, it's not that noticeable. But with him, it's really, really, really noticeable. And you're on a TV show, for God's sake. You're not just hanging out in the living room. Jesus, come on. Ooh, did he really SM? Oh, I think I heard that. I think I heard that. And you're talking about Todd, right? I know I sort of switched up on y'all there. He got teeth. He got some teethers. It might have been you think it was part of the marriage agreement. But she didn't care. Remember, she was with him before when and we know why his teeth are gone. It's not like somebody knocked him out. We know what happened to the teeth and Methica situation. I thought to say that on here. Yes, I knew it was Todd you were talking about because I was like, wait, this guy did not have any sort of a sponsor for a drink company with no teeth. Okay, that would be like, let's have him on a Carl's Jr. commercial with no teeth. Let's see you eat that burger, boy, with no teeth. You've got a whole different. I mean, think about it. It wouldn't be too terribly dumb. Then you get a whole different group of people out there saying, "Oh man, I'll go eat at the Carl's Jr. because I don't have any teeth, and I can still eat that burger." You see what I mean? Maybe they should think about that. I should be in marketing, y'all. I should be in marketing for reality TV meets whatever company you want to mix it up with. You mix it up with Carl's Jr. I don't care which one. McDonald's. Oh, McDonald's probably wouldn't go there. McDonald's is better than that. They're like, no, you have teethers to eat our food. I'm sorry. I probably needed a glass of wine. I haven't had wine in a minute. It's been a while. But yeah, and I haven't been on here in 9 days, y'all. It was I was a little nervous. But also, I had to take a shower. I do take showers. I know this is crazy, but I do. And until I feel clean, I know y'all can't smell me. We're not doing smell-o-vision here. Y'all can't smell me. I do smell really good. But I just like to be clean. Actually, my hair, though, look, it was wet. So I let it dry when I put it up. And then when I take it down, I have all these, because I have natural curls. I don't know if y'all know that. I have natural curly hair. And there it is. Natural curls. So I think I'm going to do a different kind of live. Who's up for that? Not right this minute. I don't know who else is live. Let me look really quickly. I got to keep up with what's going on in the streets. Is that what we call it? We do still call it the streets, right? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna wait, but I think I am gonna do another live a little bit later. Probably I'll have to wait if Eileen's not in here, but we joke all the time about her 36 cases of beer. So until I get to at least number 35 or so, then I'll just wait it out. Oh my God, have I been here an hour? All right. So I will be back for the next one. Just so y'all know, the next show I'm covering is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I know a lot of you don't watch it, but I love it, and there's way too much drama not to cover it. Everybody have a fabulous rest of your day. I have a feeling I'll be back, and it's not going to be about reality. TV, anyway. All right. Peace out, everybody. Bye.